All right, what's good, everybody? This is Rashad, one half of the Panther Nation podcast, and this is Chris reporting live. Charlotte Vibe. Oh, got it. Thank you. Reporting live from Bank of America Stadium, where the Buffalo Bills have entered. They've entered the chat. The Buffalo Bills have entered the chat heavily. They got a heavy presence here. Heavy presence of the Buffalo Bills here at Bank of America Stadium. They're invading our territory, but we are here to protect the bank. We are here to protect the bank. We got I'm not sure if you guys can hear it right now, but we do have percussion. They are right here behind us going crazy. So salute. Chris has got some amazing upgrades here. I don't know if he's going to talk about it during the show, but I'm going to quickly talk about it. He's got some amazing upgrades that I appreciate as a creator. And so please keep supporting the channel. Support the channel. All super chats matter. So please support Chris and this channel. Great stuff here.
Hey, Rashad, how well can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
You don't need to be up louder?
Nope, you're good. You're good to go.
All right. So a lot of reasons I love working with this man beside me is one is he gets it, two is he's a professional, and he just did that completely unplanned and unrehearsed and did a good job of doing it. I'm just have to point out one thing.
Yes, sir.
You can't be under arrest on my show, man. Let's keep the hands at least at the side or the front. Yeah,
my bad.
We don't arrest people on the show here.
My bad.
And you could actually lift it up a little bit if you want to. You want me to help you out?
Yeah.
I had to rig it a little bit because you see there's some tape at the bottom.
There we go.
You want to come about right there?
Oh yeah. That's it right there. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect.
I got to take care of my people here.
Oh, that's amazing. You don't understand. This is great.
I might even make that bigger. I don't know. We'll work on it. But nevertheless, hey, Chris Jenkins, credential member of the media covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, a.k.a. Man of the People, here joined by Rashad, one half of Panther Nation podcast. And we're going to get you ready for this Buffalo Bills versus Carolina Panthers matchup. And we're going to talk about something we always talk about. But, hey, there's Sir Purr right behind us there as the band goes by.
Get Sir Purr on the show, man. Let's see if
we need to get Sir Purr on the show.
Let me see if I can get Sir Purr over here.
Hey, and let us know, guys. I had to set all this up pretty quickly today, so let me know if the audio sounds pretty good or if it's too hot, too low. It looks a little hot right now, but you guys let me know if it's too hot or if it's just perfect. So we're going to get into it, and as always, Rashad, how you been, man? It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm good. My parents came to the game last week, so I gave them my tickets, and I did not want to buy an additional ticket because it was the Dallas Cowboys.
Right,
so I stayed at home and watched it.
You've seen that show before, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, we're back, so I do apologize for the lack of presence last week, but we back.
Oh, no, you don't have to apologize.
Yeah,
giving mom and dad tickets to the game, that's what you're supposed to do, right?
Every year, I got to give them a pair.
Okay.
Year, yep.
I hadn't done that with my parents yet, but they kind of be flip-flopping on whether or not they're coming and all that good stuff. Hey, we're going to talk about it, and you guys said the audio sounds good. Audio is perfect. Thank you very much, because it always sounds – there's many layers to it, and I didn't have a chance to check every single layer today, but thank you guys for letting us know that. And as Rashad said, hey, we're trying to grow, right? We're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers. We're currently at 13,000. We're kind of like slow. I think you talked about it too.
It's a slow burn.
Slow.
I'm right there with you because I'm about 400 away.
From 25.
From 25K.
Yeah.
And it's taken forever to get there. So we're going to get there. We'll get there together.
YouTube, what are you doing to us?
Right.
But, hey, as always, we asked for this new thing we're doing this year, 3 super chats per show is what our goal is, right? So that could be 99 cents and up. Easy peasy. If you're able to do it, we appreciate it. But if you're already a member, if you already subscribe, you can always just like the channel. That helps other helps other Panther fans find out about our YouTube channel, and we appreciate it very much. Rashad, we're going to do what we talk about each week.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk about the walk-up. I'm going to first talk about my walk-up. I got here a little late, 10:10 instead of 10 o'clock, right? And I was like, man, it's a lot of Buffalo Bills fans here today.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit. Actually had a chance to speak to another journalist before the show today, and he said, hey, keep in mind, these Buffalo Bills fans, they didn't buy their tickets last week. Yeah. A lot of them bought their tickets a long time ago, so it doesn't matter now that the Carolina Panthers have a winning record, which by the good to see you with a winning record.
Yeah,
so what was the last time?
It's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen this guy. We've had a winning record.
Right.
But
I don't think it's ever happened.
It's probably not, to be honest with you, because I think we've been working together maybe 4.
Yeah, it's never happened. It's a different feeling.
Hey, is there somebody dancing behind us?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Hey,
Panther fan?
Oh.
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm good.
Hey, good.
All right, and is this daughter right here?
Hey.
She looks similar. Looks some Panther fans.
All right, that show's over. Man. Gotta go. Show's over.
Happy Bills fans.
We're nothing fan. We're from Alaska, just here to hang out with our friends.
Are you going to the game?
Yeah.
Are you Bills or Panthers? Neutral.
Fair enough. We'll accept that.
I was going to say, how long ago did you buy your tickets or get your tickets? Months ago. All right. Bills fans.
Here goes my Carolina fans.
Carolina fans. All right. Well, thank you for stopping by. Good to see you guys. With the blue on, you can't really tell.
It's hard to tell.
Which blue is it that you guys are cheering for? We got one super chat coming through already. We appreciate it. I'm gonna go back to it in just a second. I don't know if they could just be happy to be here, right?
I don't know. She said Alaska.
She did say Alaska.
Weird. Yeah.
Maybe she had some brew before she came in because she was
a little
She was a little excited.
A little OD.
But yeah, so I saw a lot of Panthers. I'm sorry, a lot of Bills fans on the way up. A lot of 17 jerseys and jerseys of all types. The typical Buffalo blue, and then I don't know. You might know all the jersey types, but there was a white-based Buffalo Bills jersey. I know that because there were a lot of 17s on there. Yep. So again, the former member that walked by the media. Not like I have to be anonymous. Josh, I'm going to forget his last name, but Josh Graham out of the Raleigh area said, "Man, it's a lot." He predicted it's going to be 60-40 split for the Buffalo Bills here today.
That's not going to be accurate.
Okay.
There's no way there's going to be 60% Bills fans in that Bank of America Stadium. It's not happening.
All right,
it's not happening. I'll give them 60-40 the other way, but it won't be 60-40 Bills. Now, there are a lot of Bills fans here. I got to admit.
Yeah.
There are a whole lot of them, but I don't think it'll be 60-40.
What was your walk-up like?
Walk-up was crazy. I mean, it's a lot of Bills fans. I saw them. I was able to visually see them tailgating. I don't think I've ever seen another team's tailgate. And maybe it's because it's the blue color. It caught my eye. But I visually saw them as I was coming down 77 off to the side. I saw a huge Bills tailgate. Then I saw another Bills tailgate. They're everywhere. The Bills fans are everywhere. But I don't think it'll be 60-40 Bills. But there are a lot of Bills fans here. But before we get into talk about the walk-up, let's talk about my drip.
Yeah, I was about to say, what you got on over there today, man?
Let's talk about my drip for a second, because I look good. Chris, I look good, man. Look, I got the Jalen Coker. Shout out to Jalen Coker. He's back in the building. Had to get him right. I got the fresh, you know what I mean, the fresh black.
Yes, you
know
do.
What I mean? When the Panthers go black, I'm going black.
Okay.
It's a Bills funeral today, so I had to dress appropriately.
I got little specks of red in mine, but I am in all black.
Yeah.
For what it's worth.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready.
Yeah,
we're prepared.
Honestly, I did think about going all black. Black shirt, black tie.
Yeah.
But, I kind of went to where we are now, getting a little spice of color in there. Let's go ahead and run into this show, and we'll talk about these Bills fans that are coming. There's a lot of Bills fans, man.
It is a lot of Bills fans.
Josh freaking Allen is what his shirt says.
But it said the other word.
Yeah, he says "Go Bills," and look at the back.
Oh man, that's crazy! All kind of explicits on that shirt. Not safe for YouTube algorithm at all.
Not at all. Not friendly at all. Let me see if I can get ready to get into this show here today, man. I was kind of sliding right in the home base today, getting ready for the show. We're gonna get started with the transactions from today, and Rashad's seeing all the stuff that I'm trying to get through to
this is good. This is good.
Get to where I need to be.
This is good.
Look at there.
Yeah, that's good.
You'll see that in the future with the kids.
That's dope.
We're trying to get to it. Rashad, what you want to talk about as I try to figure out where I'm getting to?
Yeah. So, I'm not sure if we're ready to talk about it, but Dalton is going to get the start today. Am I too soon on that?
You too soon, but we do what we do when I just throw it at you.
Yeah, So, that's the storyline of the day, right? Is Andy Dalton getting the start over Bryce Young. And Bryce Young obviously dealing with that injury, so we got to make sure that he is fully rested. I know he was at practicing on the side, so we are hopeful to get Bryce Young back next week, healthy and good to go.
I cannot get to my notes.
But so Andy Dalton's going to be getting the start today, and I have some slight concerns about Andy Dalton starting today, just a little bit. Here's the thing. The Buffalo Bills, and I'm sure we're going to talk about the rankings and all that, they have a soft front, right?
Yeah.
So we obviously have to run the football. That's what we need to do, run the football today. But I'm a little concerned about Andy Dalton's ability to evade pressure, right? Bryce Young is so good at it. I think he's underrated at evading pressures. Andy Dalton is a statue. He can only move so much. Even on that fourth down play last week, You see how slow that rollout was to throw that pass to XL? It was a little bit slow.
It was a little slow.
It was slow motion out there.
Yeah.
So I'm a little concerned about the protection because, again, Bryce Young is able to mask a lot of the pass protection because he can move the pocket and run and evade pressure. So I have a slight concern there. Again, not overly concerned, but I'm just pointing out a little bit of a concern there.
Okay. So I finally got my notes up here in some kind of order. So we're going to get started with the show. Let's go with these transactions. That's actually where we always start from. So let's get over to the transactions that we have that took place yesterday. We'll talk about this little cat and mice chess match that Dave Canales tried to play all week. But we activated quarterback Hendon Hooker from the practice squad. And we also activated outside linebacker I can't never say Boogie. Lose my card on that one, man. Jesus whiz. But Boogie Basham from the practice squad. So 2 elevations there. So let's talk about Hendon Hooker first. He was he's been on our practice squad for a minute, and now he's been activated, brought up. He's obviously going to back up Andy Dalton. And, it was a lot of smoke and mirrors done this week.
Yeah.
A lot by Dave Canales. I don't know, maybe we'll give him a little hand clap on that, trying to do so, because I thought that Mike White, that he came in, would be the backup, but no, Hendon Hooker is. Hendon Hooker's last NFL action was back in 2024 with the Detroit Lions. During that time, I think he might have gotten in 3 or 4 games with Detroit, probably just coming in at the end of tail end of games, 6-9, so nothing spectacular there, but I feel like Coach went with him, obviously, because he's been here longer.
Yes.
He's familiar with the playbook. Hopefully, Andy's not going to get hurt at all, and we won't see Hendon out there. But if he does, then hopefully that's when we'll continue to see. We'll continue to feed the 2-headed monster of Rico Dowdle and Tuba Hubbard. Sorry, it's been a crazy weekend. A lot of stuff happened before I get online. And then the other one that we had here was Boogie that we talked about. Boogie's was activated last week as well, so I don't know how many elevations he has left. That's his last one?
Yeah. He's got to be signed to the roster if they activate him or push him back up to the roster. So,
Look at that inside. Another reason why I had this young man to my left. He's pretty knowledgeable.
A little bit.
Yeah. So Boogie last week played some special teams, which Dave Canales always talks about, guys on the bottom part of that roster. He wants you to be on special teams. He didn't do a lot, but he did contribute on special teams. But he also contributed pretty well on defense last week, getting some pressures on those New York Jet quarterback tandem that they have there.
Just going back to the whole cat and mouse thing that Canales was doing, I appreciate it. I think they really, and this could be just my fan perspective talking, but I do think they were trying to test Bryce, and maybe they were going to not play him the entire week. That's cool. But I think they were really trying to play a little bit of chess with the Bills, saying, hey, you're going to have to prepare for both guys. That takes away different practice times. It has some question marks for the Buffalo Bills to kind of to provide an answer for. So I like the fact that they did that. Don't just lay your cards out on the table. Make guys guess, and that's what they did with the cat and mouse game with Bryce Young and Dalton. Dalton ultimately does get the start. Hendon Hooker is going to be backing him up. Now, I think Hendon Hooker is solid. We haven't seen him in a long time. I liked him out of Tennessee. He had very solid quarterback. Don't want to see him today, obviously. But just because it's the unknown, we don't know. This is a tough Bills team. So we want to see Andy Dalton, who has that experience. With Mike White, I think that was a very sneaky good signing because he played for the Bills.
Yeah.
He knows the system. He knows Josh Allen's tendencies. He was in the quarterback room with him. That was, hey, give us your secrets. Give us your secrets. What is Josh going to do? Very smart by Dan Morgan and company to get him in the building. And it lined up due to the fact we had an injury. So very smart play by the Bills, and it's underrated. The signing's very underrated.
And you know what I think got overlooked all week by the fact that we're wondering about Bryce. Is he going to play? Is he not going to play? They also got a little spy for the Buffalo Bills in Shaq Thompson, right? Yeah. Shaq's been on the Panthers his whole career until this year, and I don't know if you guys saw it, but he did a little podcast, if you will, for the Buffalo Bills, where he talked about he wanted the opportunity to play with Brandon Beane before his career was over. Like, he really wanted that opportunity. He's got that opportunity. He loves Buffalo. So I say that to say I'm sure every single tendency of anything whatsoever about Bryce, about this organization, he shared it with the Buffalo Bills. And the Bills did have an extra week. They had that bye week to prepare for this game day. I know we haven't talked about what we think is going to happen today, but I think those two things kind of even out.
Yeah, that's cute, Shaq. That's real cute. Yeah, Shaq, real cute. You're going to get a rude awakening here today. This is not going to be a friendly welcome back to the bank. You're going to have to go back to Buffalo with an L. However, I will say this, Chris, is that the Buffalo Bills are 8-0. coming off the bye under McDermott. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. But I'll also say this. The Panthers right now are 3-0 at home.
Undefeated.
Something is going to have to give.
Hey, we on fire, baby.
There you go. Something is going to have to give today. And I'll say this. This isn't the Louvre. Ain't no robberies happen today. We're going to protect the bank.
Okay.
The bank will be protected today, so I'm excited. This giving big game feels today.
All right.
Big game feels today. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, he said McDermott is what? You said 8-0?
8-0.
I'm going to give you some applause on that. Yep. We got I forgot that we got so much new things going on that you can hear and see.
Yeah.
But
I didn't see. See, I didn't even look. I just knew that one off the dome.
7-0 is Josh Allen after bye week as well. So some good things for the Buffalo Bills, but we also have some good things going for us as well. Also want to give a congratulations to the Carolina Panthers general manager, Dan Morgan, who was let's give some more sound effects here. Dan Morgan, who was inducted into the Miami Hurricanes Ring of Honor just yesterday in Miami. So congratulations to Dan Morgan on that. And as we talk about this matchup for today, now clear my voice for a second. Carolina Panthers enter today with a 4-3 record after their 13-6 victory over the New York Jets. What were your thoughts watching that game, briefly?
Which game?
Jets and Panthers last week.
Oh yeah, it was great. Listen, the Jets were tough. I thought that they're going through some things with the quarterback situation.
They
right?
are.
So
they are.
Justin Fields, man, he's getting the start this week, but he wasn't going to get the start until Tyrod Taylor got injured. So he is going to play again.
Is that what happened?
That is what allegedly.
In practice?
Allegedly, that's what happened. Allegedly that's what happened. So. But yeah, good game against the Jets. I was proud of the defense. They played a really, really tough game, and we were able. What I wanted to see in that Jets game was the fact that we can play without being able to run for 200 yards per game. Right? We were able to battle with the Jets. The Jets defense was solid. It was a very, very tough matchup. Very good matchup. We did a good job. Hung in there. Won a tough battle.
I just heard him.
Yeah.
What did he say?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't.
We're gonna have to
we're gonna need some security over here, man. Somebody come up on behind me the wrong way, Chris. I'm gonna have to pull the Fed bill out.
Hey, the Bills are 4-2 coming to enter today's game, coming off a 2-game losing streak and a bye week. So I think we got some things that are going to make this an interesting game today because of these factors that you're going to hear Rashad and I talking about today. And Bills are 4-2, coming off a 2-game losing streak, most recently having a bye week, so they got a chance to get some things together, which we're going to talk about. And then they lost to the Atlanta Falcons, which I know we were all watching. That was a primetime game.
Yep.
We got a chance to see that, and we're thinking, wow, we beat the Falcons 30-0, and now they're beating the Bills. So, again, some things to talk about there. And then previous to that loss to the Atlanta Falcons, they had lost to the New England Patriots, which we also lost to the week before. So there's a lot of – I don't know if Dave – Dave's a stat guy, right? He's a numbers guy. So he had a chance to think about all those dynamics of what we did against those teams that they played and what to expect today. But nevertheless, look at me pausing there as I look at my notes. That's the matchup for the Bills, 4-2, Carolina Panthers 4-3. This will be the 9th matchup between these two teams so far. The Bills lead that series in the regular season. 6 games for the Bills, 2 games for the Panthers. No surprise there. Bills have been a pretty good franchise for quite a while here. So let's go ahead and get back into take a look back at this week as we got ready for this Bills matchup. As Rashad was talking to earlier, there was a lot of talk about Bryce Young. Is he going to play? Is he not going to play? We had a great moment where our photographer captured some video got a photo of Bryce Young in the boot last Sunday, the only photograph that you'll see out there. So I also want to give the hat tip to our guy, Patrick Snyder, for that. I'm trying to see where my Bryce Young footage is. I think I done lost it. I don't see it. Bryce Young footage? We don't have it. Well, I got to have at least one. That's crazy. Let me go to another spot. No, I don't have it. Anyway, we'll just skip to Bryce in the locker room talking about whether or not he's going to play early this week.
Making progress. Each day I've been feeling better. So, we're all process oriented here, all process driven. Coach says that. It's what we believe in. So, been keeping the same process. Again, we're just taking it day by day. I'm just trying to progress, trying to go better, be better each day. definitely been progress. And again, I'm gonna give all my trust and faith in the training staff and continue to do my part to do whatever it takes.
Bryce early in the week doing what he always does. He's a master talking to the media.
He is.
I think a lot of people like him so much that it doesn't get pointed out. Bryce Young never answers a question.
Never.
He never, like, he might answer something that completely doesn't give you any kind of competitive advantage.
Yeah.
Like talking about his face. And I'm all about that.
Yeah.
But if you ask Bryce anything that's revealing, Bryce tells you exactly what he wants you to hear every time for everything. But we also spoke with Andy Dalton this week. Andy obviously is going to be happy anytime that you're in this league. Like, you play your role, but you always want to get the role. You want to be the starting quarterback. I'm sure he's never been expected to be that guy. But he's going to get an opportunity today to take the start versus his former team, one of the many teams that he's played on. So here's Andy Dalton talking about his excitement or the opportunity to start. At this point, when we spoke to him, he didn't know he was going to start. Obviously, we do know that now.
I think every opportunity that gets to be out there, I'm going to enjoy every moment. You never know how many you're going to get, and so for me, I'm just excited. If I get to be out there to get a chance to play, I was excited. Obviously, you hate that Bryce got hurt in the game, but I get to be in there, get to be be a part of it and kind of impact the game. So every chance you get, you look forward to it.
All right. So, is that some Bills fans standing perfectly behind us taking a picture?
Yeah.
Jeez. Are there any Panthers fans here today?
They're all inside.
Hey, by the way, we've gotten 2 super chats. So the hope is to get 1 more super chat if you guys don't mind. Also, there's the Cash App that's C-Vibe. I'll put that on the screen here in just a second in case you guys find it easier to support us with a Cash App. That's CVIBE. That'll be appreciated and greatly welcomed as well. So continue to take a look back. So normally I'll go into the locker rooms or either have an interview. So this week I continue. You guys have appreciated me going into the locker rooms to talk to these players and get some content to talk about today. So we're going to get started with my man Jimmy Horn Jr. We got 7 minutes till the inactives come out, which we'll talk about that. I don't think there's going to be any big surprises to come with that.
Shouldn't be.
Didn't have many injuries this week, so don't have many things that should be taking place there. And then we'll talk about your questions here and get ready for this matchup. So let's go ahead and talk to my man, Jimmy. Oh, man, did you see the Colorado score last night?
No.
Man,
I did not see them score.
I
didn't.
I said the score.
Oh, the score. I thought you said, did I see them score?
I might have said both because it's cold and I started to get a little cold. But did you see the score?
I saw the score. I didn't see them score.
Look at this person coming out. I forgot I was talking a little loud. But nevertheless, let's play Jimmy Horn Jr. We'll probably be able to hear this a little bit better.
So we've been able to be out there on the field a lot. What have these past 3 weeks been like for you?
These past 3 weeks, it's been pretty cool. Just adjusting. Every week I feel like I'm getting better, and it's just been fun. Like we winning games, and it's just been fun these last 3 weeks. For real.
Has it been what you expected it to be, right? In terms of as you got in here, are they using you in the way that you expected, or was there some surprises for you?
I ain't really too surprised. I'm just going with the flow every day. It's pretty much what I expected. I'm just blessed to have the opportunities that I'm getting for real.
You guys have won in many different ways. It's been blowouts, it's been comebacks, it's been low-scoring games. What does that say for this team as far as the different ways that you guys have been able to win?
Yeah, that shows a lot for this team. It shows like we can go through any storm that's being sent our way, that we can fight through any storm that's being sent our way. And I'm just happy to be here to play with these boys, and I ain't gonna say boys, these man, to just continue to keep growing together. And as we continue to learn each other, we continue to win more games. And that's the best part about it, for real, that brotherhood that you build playing this game.
You guys are back at home. Make America say you guys are undefeated. Is this more of a measuring stick for you guys playing this Buffalo team that's been a playoff team, or is it more just internal
progress that you guys want to focus on and keep making?
It's a little bit of both. We want to see because we got the talent on the team to go out there and compete with anybody that we play against. So we just want to play a complete full game and go out there and put our best on film as we go out there and play against these boys and have a good time against them and just show them what Carolina ball about. Them boys gonna come out here. We're gonna go out there and play hard. Them boys defense hitting hard and just a whole lot of smacking going on for real.
Hey, we got to keep him around for a while,
sure.
just for that accent, man.
Sure.
I like the way he said Carolina boys about. You know, it's just like to see us winning and see his enthusiasm, his language come out.
Yeah, first of all, let's pause and hit this 1 second. Can we get the likes up on this stream?
Okay.
It's incredible. This kind of content that you get behind the scenes, you can't get this anywhere else, especially on the pregame, right? So hit that like button. I don't know if these likes are accurate, but I only see 61. That's not appropriate. We need more likes. So let's run the likes up to 100 likes right now. Hit that like button.
Yes, yeah. What he said. And I like to call this the best pregame show.
Absolutely.
Live pregame show for a Panthers. I think it's pretty good what we do. Hopefully, guys are enjoying it. You know, one thing, Rashad, that I liked in talking to Jimmy is his happiness.
Yeah.
You can see like the pure, authentic joy of like, man, I'm just like happy to be here in the NFL, contributing to a team, having a role, getting to contribute, and we're winning too. You know, we've been undefeated since he's been on the roster. I shouldn't say on the roster, since he's been active, getting the jersey. That's good to see. But I asked him about the way that they've been able to have blowouts and also comeback victories. He said it's about weathering the storm. What are your comments about his speaking there?
Yeah, no, I like Jimmy Horn. I think Jimmy Horn is definitely a fan favorite around here. We've been itching to see him. And he wasn't active the first couple of weeks. Got him in the game, and he's electric, right? He brings a little bit of juice to the offense. I like his swagger. He's got that cool Miami, that Florida boy in him. I like it, man. He's a really good player. He's exciting. He's talking about the brand of Carolina football. That's exciting to hear. Like, that's good to hear that these guys are buying in to what Canales and the coaching staff is bringing. It's, all of it's starting to come full circle. You hear, Dan Morgan talking about the dogs and all this type of player that we want, but it's starting to actually come to fruition. So Jimmy Horn is just one of those guys. And I just want to give a quick shout out also to the entire draft class, right? The entire draft class is playing exceptional. Right, all of these guys are playing well. With the exception of Cam Jackson, who's had limited opportunities, but everybody's playing. And this is the type of draft class that you can build on. So salute to Jimmy Horn and salute the rest of those guys. They're playing very well.
Does he have a little bit of a New Orleans accent, maybe?
No, it's all Miami. It's that Dade County, Miami, bottom of the map. That's what that is. That's that accent.
All right, we're going to continue to take a look through guys got a chance to speak with. So let's go to Icky. Part of that front line has been blocking for Rico and Chuba, and see what comments he had for me speaking with him this week in the locker room.
You guys have won games in a variety of ways, whether it's been 30-0 against Atlanta, coming back from that historic mark against the Dolphins, or even this low-scoring game against the Jets. What does that say about the maturity of the identity of this team?
I mean, that shows the perseverance that we got. Shows everybody's kind of bought into Coach Canales' message about finishing. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how you get it done as long as you get that win. So I feel like we kind of been able to embrace the different situations, different adversity, and been able to come out on top.
Now, you guys in the offense have been rolling a lot prior to last week versus the Jets. Slowed down a little bit. Is there anything that you can point to, say how that happened and what you're going to do to correct that for Buffalo?
It's hard to say. I feel like at the end of the day, it's just about execution, fundamentals, just little things, making sure little things are taken care of. So as long as we're focusing on those, we'll definitely let down come.
Now, is that as big a letdown for you as per se like the running backs may be in terms of like, I forget who, I think it might have been Austin, but he said like those guys' success is kind of like inherently your success. So do you feel a little bit of that from last week?
Definitely. I feel like, the ups and downs on the offense is definitely felt throughout the offensive line room. So, the way we've been running the ball the last couple of weeks is definitely, encouraging. Shows that we can do it. When we focus on those little things, focus on the fundamentals, it shows the type of team we can be.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so Icky, man, first of all, we got to give Icky a shout out because we haven't heard his name all year long. And when you're not hearing your offensive line's name,
come on now, dog.
You set me up with that one.
That was good.
Was that Boosie?
That was Boosie.
Yeah, man, that's funny. But now, salute to Icky, man. Icky is
got to give my card back at some point.
Yeah,
right? I couldn't say Boogie.
You got
earlier.
that one. You got it back with Boosie. But man, salute to Icky, man, because he's playing very, very well at left tackle. And he's taken some lumps. Early in his career, he's gotten better and better and better, and now he's peaking, and he's peaking at the right time because guess what? It's almost contract time. So he's peaking and he's playing well. He's doing what he needs to do. Develop very well in the pass protection area. Always was a good run blocker coming out of NC State, but has developed in the pass pro area. And man, Icky's a good. It's going to be interesting to see how we pay out this offensive line because everybody's getting paid. Moulton's getting paid. Robert Hunt's getting paid. Lewis is getting paid.
Yeah.
Now Icky's about to get paid. I mean, and they're playing. They're living up to their contract. So. It's going to be interesting to see how everything works out.
Yeah, and, he talked about the fact that they kind of lived through the running backs and their success, right? I thought about this from watching the broadcast last week, and the guy, as a lineman, said, I want the guy that has the hot hand to stay out there, right? Yeah. Rico Dowdle has been that guy that has been incredible for the past 2 weeks. He came in, he had to share duties with Chuba last week. Chuba got the start. Now, before that game last week, I was okay with Chuba starting.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to see how things went. Okay, now I saw that, and now I wished, it probably didn't happen, that Dave Canales would have went to that stadium behind me and said, hey, Chuba, you're still the guy, but we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to start with Rico this week, and both of you guys just be open to understanding that the hot hand will prevail, right? Given the opportunity to say, for me, I wanted us to just ride. To me, Rico's playing out of his mind.
He is.
He's playing at a level that he's not going to sustain forever. He's obviously just in some crazy zone right now. Let that man have that zone until it wears off. It's kind of like when you used to play the Nintendo games, right? Yeah. He's got the supercharged. Let him have it. Who knows if it's going to last 4 weeks, if it's going to last 6 weeks. But give it to him, and you still have that balance of, which Dave talked about this week. He liked the fact that both of these guys come Tuesday, we're looking healthy and fresh. Okay, you got the win. I get that. But since you do have two guys that are very identical in their performance, that you feel identical in their abilities, it doesn't matter. You don't have to split them up during the game because you still have it there. You don't have to split it up to, say, 50-50 during the game. You just, when one goes out, put the other one in as plug and play. And he also talked about the fact that with both of those guys, you can just bring in the other guy. You don't have to change the playbook and change the way that you're calling it. So that's my long-winded way to say, Dave, I know you're going to do what you're going to do, which right now is splitting those carries up. But Rico's been so phenomenal that you should continue to let him have that hot hand. And just Chuba has the bigger contract. You're still going to let Chuba – anyway, I'm going a little bit long. Go ahead,
Can I push back? I'm going to push back ever so slightly. I think the way they handled it was perfect. We've had double trouble here in the past. We've had Deshaun Foster. We've had Stephen Davis. We've had D'Angelo Williams, Jonathan Stewart. We've had this before, and it's always been split 50-50, right? And the reason why I like Chuba Hubbard starting, you let Chuba, and we got to give him a little bit of grace. He's coming back off an injury, right? So he wasn't quite Chuba.
We gave him enough rest. We didn't rush him back.
I agree, but he's still got to get back into the physicality of the game. The vision's got to get right. But Chuba Hubbard is a very good running back. Let him start. But the reason why you want Rico to get the reps second is because you want Rico to finish. When at the end of the game, when you run the football 30 times, Rico is a killer. You need to have him be ready and fresh at the end of the game so that you can absolutely destroy the opposing defensive line. That's why you need to have a fresh Rico at the end.
But I think you can get that same Rico with plugging Chuba in for 10 carries.
I disagree.
Right?
I disagree. I disagree. Reason we saw it. We saw it when Rico was running against Miami 200 yards. He was wearing down at the end of the game. He was visibly tired. That's why you brought in ETN to close out the game.
Right.
You don't need to do that. You want your Rico, your killer at the end of the game. You want him to have the football. So I completely agree with the way Dave Canales, and I get it. We want to ride Rico. We want him. Pause. You want Rico. He's the hot hand. I get it. But at the end of the day, I think Canales. Now you're going to see Chuba be better today. Chuba's going to be better today, and you're going to be like, they're doing it the right way because both of these guys should have 100+ each.
Oh, they're harassing Miss Ashley today, trying to take care of it. Hey, we might have to get a sponsor and extend this show to being an hour and a half in the future so me and him can complete through our battles. But I think when Rico was having his carries before, he was having basically all the carries.
Yeah.
But
he had to.
Yeah. But when you have Chuba in there, now you don't have to have all the carries. Like he was probably having like 90% of the carries. So I'm going to quickly, and I won't be able to respond after this, but against Miami, Rico had 23 carries. Trevor had 4. So that's
his 4 carries were all at the end of the game, though.
Right. So I'm saying if you got Chuba, you can spread those out throughout the game, right? You can have Chuba do a series, give him a break. Have Chuba do a series, give him a break. But your main guy can still be Rico.
That's
Rico
what we're
can
doing,
still get 7.
They were giving him a break.
No, like literally, Rico's the guy. Chuba gives you a breather. Not Rico gets a whole series and Chuba gets a whole series, and then Rico gets a whole like continue to let Rico have it, because when you're having 200 yards, like that game in New York, it was like watching paint dry. Like we're happy they got the victory, but it was like, are we gonna do anything? Like, are we getting anywhere? And again, out here against the Bills today, you could have where we are successful and both of those guys continue to rock and roll. But I would really like to think, man, if that one guy just had the ball against this Bills defense that's pretty bad against the run, just let him build. Anyway.
I agree with you. I think that Chuba deserves an opportunity to get his feet back under him. Now, if he continues to do what he did last week, because they had nearly identical carry. I think Chuba had 14 and Rico had 17. So they were close. Rico still did outgain him.
Yeah.
And Rico's carries came at the end of the game, which is why I like the way it was set up. Rico was the one, when the defense got tired, he was getting chunks, 12-yard chunks, because the defense was worn down. That's when you need your power back in there. That's when you need to have Rico go after him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
To be continued. Next game. Last comments about this Rico and Chuba thing. Cowboys. Rico had 30 carries. Trevor had 3.
It was same situation.
Same situation. All right, we'll move on because I know we got the inactives that are about to come out. We got one more bit in the locker room that I'm going to share with you. And by the way, when the man speaks, people listen. We jumped over 100 likes 5-10 minutes ago as soon as he said it. So shouts out to you guys for interacting with us there. Got over 400 watching right now. Somebody from Germany saying what's up. We got our 3 super chats. We got 1 Cash App. So I appreciate it. I'm definitely going to come back and give you guys thanks for that. Your support is needed, greatly appreciated. We're independent media, 100% supported by you guys. So these lights literally would not be on without your support. So I always have to say thank you for those that are able to do so during these times. So let's go ahead and jump into the locker room. Our final interview was with Sean Robinson.
Dog.
Communicating, seeing what they're giving us, going back out, looking it over, looking at how they're going to attack us, and just making sure we can execute the plan. As if they go double team him, I have opportunity to go make the play. Turk has opportunity. If they double team me, they have opportunity to go. They double team Turk, we all have opportunity. So we're just looking at it as everyone has an opportunity to go dominate. So we have to show up. It's our job. That's what we're paid to do. So we're just pushing ourselves and holding each other accountable.
Hey, Sean, you guys have won in a variety of ways, from blowouts to comebacks to low-scoring games. What does that say about the identity or the maturity of this team?
We're willing to fight, claw, 60 minutes, play. Coach, he sets a standard for us, and that's what we play with. Play smart, fast, toughness, get out the quarterback, communicate. That's all it is.
I talked to Mike Jackson last week, and he told me about the guys having fun, cheering for the other opponent, just, really hyping each other up. He told me that last Sunday. Like I told you, I got some pictures of you showing a lot of emotions. Talk about that and how that's playing a role for this defense.
Playing this game, it's emotional, and you got to be able to, show that passion and express that love to your teammates, and really show that gratitude and gratefulness of having each other. And like I said, that comes with that accountability, that trust, showing up for each other, doing their job. So that's why it's really fun.
You seem like such a serious guy, but do you have fun on the field? Like, where are your fun moments? See, there's a smile. I'm just saying.
I have fun moments. All I want to do is win. All I want to do is help my brothers, help myself, help everybody on this team, this organization. I just want to win. That's it. That's the fun for me. Winning is fun. That's fun.
You guys got a victory on the road last week.
Uh-oh, I cut him off, didn't I? Let me not cut that man off.
Do you feel like you cracked the code or work in progress?
We're just playing ball, boss. We're just doing what we need to do.
Boss, I like that. Just playing ball.
Hey, look at me. Nah, man. We're not jumping ahead of today, man. We playing each game one by one.
Yeah.
I want to apologize. I don't have the DJ Khaled. All I do is win.
Okay.
Queued up for you, but go ahead and talk about Sean Robinson.
Yeah, Ashawn is a key component to this defense. Great signing. He is a dog. When we talked about dogs and what Dan Morgan envisions for this defense, A'Shawn Robinson and Derrick Brown are complete terrors.
You know what's funny? To me, A'Shawn, he looks mean.
He looks very mean.
I have not talked to that guy in the locker room much at all because he just looks pissed off.
Yeah.
And Derrick Brown's kind of the opposite. He looks like a big teddy bear, at least in my opinion. But, he's a dog for sure.
Yeah, he's a dog, and I don't think he plays around. He carries that to the field, too. So this was a key sign. I know we didn't get to see much of it last year just because of Derrick Brown. But because Derrick Brown is back healthy, man, those two guys are a terror, bro. A'Shawn was a very good signing for this Carolina Panthers defense.
Is he feeding off of a lot of what Derrick's able to give to him?
Yeah, I think it's you got to have, when you have a guy like, bro, Derrick Brown is one of the best defensive tackles in the game, easily top 3.
Outstanding.
Easily top 3. When he's out there, I mean, he was a stat stuffer last week. When he's able to do that, bro, it's gonna free up everybody. Everybody on that defensive line is playing. The entire defense is playing better. That just having Derrick Brown back on this defense. There's a reason why our defense is now. If you're going to pull it up later, I'm assuming.
Yes.
There's a reason why we're now in the top 10. There's a reason why, and it's Derrick Brown. Derrick Brown is the key to that. He's a monster, and I think everybody plays off of that. And A'Shawn, again, I'm not taking anything away from A'Shawn because he is great by himself. He's a great player, but Derrick Brown's helping everybody.
Yeah, and we got the inactives going out, man. This show is rolling. We only got 18 minutes left, so we're going to roll through some other things.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It does fly when you're having fun. So before we go to the inactives, let me give some love to everybody that's been giving us a lot of love. Again, up to 150 likes, much appreciated, approaching 500. Hey, we're going to continue to do this show every single home game. I had the honor of having Rashad join me for away games. We do something differently. He's not flying all around the world yet.
Not yet. I need more super chats for that.
He needs more super chats. I'm sure he would like to travel the world with me and do these games and have a lot of fun doing it.
We did travel the world together. We
literally did.
That was
crazy.
That was
good.
fun.
That was crazy.
That was
good.
fun.
Yeah. So let's give some love for these super chats that we've been able to get. Again, you guys, thank you so much. 100% supported by your donations and contributions, so really, really appreciate it. Ronnie B says, keep pounding, Chris. Great job. Ronnie B, appreciate you tuning in, checking us out. We also got a super chat from Bowl Now. Did I say that good?
Yes.
Let's get loud. I was about to yell, but I don't want to yell in Rashad's ear. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Panthers pride. Feel good about this game today. Feel good about this game. I feel like we're finally at a point, and I know I'm about to start something we can't talk about, but I feel like we're finally at a point with this Carolina Panthers team where any given Sunday we can win. And that's just kind of darn cool to feel that way, to be honest with you guys. Daniel Nestor, I need to hear a conversation between Jimmy Horn Jr. and Xavier Leggett at least
that phone
once.
conversation would be crazy. Man, you need some subtitles for that one, bro.
That would be cool. Thank you, Daniel Nestor, for your contribution. That helps quite a bit for what we're doing around here. We also got Darrell says, keep pounding. Darrell also a member. So, hey, really big thanks and great support when you have a member that is part of our monthly membership donations to the site, as well as giving a super chat to help us out on each broadcast. So, Darrell, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then T. Green continues to show. T. Green is one of our, what I want to call, founding supporters. Been one of our longest members, and she each week also is super chatting. So thank you, T. Green. Panthers going to send Buffalo back home with our bills paid. Keep pounding.
I like that.
It.
That was a good one.
That was
a good
pretty
one.
good. Pretty good.
And she's helping you pay some bills too, Chris.
She's absolutely helping pay some bills because we've got quite a few of them to pay. And then we got a super chat. A cash app that came from, I think it's going to say Stephen Kirby. Yes, Stephen Kirby with the cash app for $4. So you guys are able to do cash app as well. Cash app is CVIBE. Anytime that you guys are able to do that, we appreciate it very much. Let's go ahead and get into the inactives, which I'm able to show on the screen here in just a split second. No big surprises here. Quarterback Bryce Young, even though they tried to give us the okie doke, and reports came out Monday from Mike Pelissero saying that they were going to sit Bryce week 1, and then they were hopeful he was going to come back. And even though that report came out, my man Dave Canales was like, no, I'm aware of that report, but Bryce is looking good. And he had the fortune of Wednesday's practice, Bryce not out there in the booth. So you're like, oh, okay, Bryce is looking good. He's walking quite fine, but nevertheless, Bryce Young is not active today. Wide receiver wide receiver Hunter Renfrow is inactive today. Do you think that he's going to get a jersey anymore this year?
No. I think barring injury, hopefully nobody gets hurt, I don't think you'll see too much of Hunter Renfrow back on the field.
He got paid, though.
Hey, salute to that.
Yeah, that agent did him. He got a guaranteed, like, pretty much his whole contract, right?
Salute.
Yeah, so do what you can when you can. Running back DJ Dallas, not surprising there. He's been inactive. Outside offensive lineman Nick Samek. Tight end James Mitchell. That's no surprise once Jatavian got back healthy that we were not going to see him. And then the other rookie, I'm going to forget the name. Mitchell, I think it's Evans.
Mitchell Evans, yeah.
Yeah, Mitchell
you can't
Evans.
forget Mitchell Evans.
Well, his name stuff throws me off, man. I'm getting old. Defensive tackle Cam Jackson and defensive tackle Jaden Crumedy are your inactives. And we got another super chat, so let's get these as well before we get through the rest of the show. Matty B, make Mitchell Evans tight end 1.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. I think he's that good. Very underrated. He does not have the athletic ability that Jatavian has. But Jatavian doesn't have the hands that Mitchell Evans has. And I'll take hands over athletic ability. You can be at the best athlete in the world, but if you can't catch the football, it means nothing. So give me Mitchell Evans, TE1 eventually. It's not going to happen this year, but I do think over the course of time he will work his way into TE1. Plenty of time for it.
All right, we got an hour and 12 minutes to count till kickoff, which means we got about 12 more minutes left in the show. We also got one more super chat that we got to put up here on the screen. That wind is starting to cut through me.
It's a little windy out here.
In the shade especially. But Tyrone C says, let's go. Keep pounding. Tyrone, everybody, appreciate you guys so much for helping support the channel. We'll continue to do what we do. Hey, you guys did come through strong for the Green Bay, but we didn't get quite enough for me to make that trip to Green Bay. But we'll continue to have our photographer out there to cover the game. We were already able to get one. But anytime you guys can support, it does help us do what we do. And let's go back to something that I should have went over a long time ago, and unfortunately we're going to have to breeze through it pretty quickly. Let's talk about the stats on where each team stands, right? So, again, Carolina Panthers are 4-3, Buffalo Bills 4-2. Rashad, because we're short on time, I'll let you have any of the comments, but I'm going to point out a few things on the offense. Third in rushing offense for the Carolina Panthers. That's all due to my man Rico doing his thing. And anything else on the top 10? That's all that we got. So what do you want to say about these rankings for the offense for the Carolina Panthers?
For our offense, again, that rushing game is going to be crucial. We're going to need upwards of 175 to 200 yards on the ground today. We can do it. I know we have not yet talking about the defense, their defense, but we'll see in a second why that is attainable. But running the football needs to be #1 priority today.
All right, then we'll switch over to the Buffalo Bills and their offense. Handled by Josh Allen at the start. So you know they got a good offense. 378, third in the NFL. Pretty good offense overall. They got third for the offense in total offense. And then they got third in yards per play at 6. That's pretty stout, man. 6 yards per play. Points per game at 28, basically. First in rushing offense. That could be a big problem for us today. And then you got any other top 10. So those are your two top 10, well, several top 10. And then they lead the league in time of possession. But
yeah, that's critical, right?
We're second in time of possession as well.
Yeah, it's, again, going to be one of those tough time possession games. It's going to be a ground game, ground battle. They are the #1 rushing offense in the league, and that is partially due to what Josh Allen can do on the ground. That's what makes me a little nervous, right? Josh Allen being able to scramble, extend plays. He's a big quarterback. We have not yet to face a quarterback of his caliber. So that's a little scary. It is a little scary for the defense. I'm not going to lie. But we do have our run defense has improved, right? So it's going to be a tough battle in the trenches to get this game, and every game can be said in this manner, but this game is going to be won and lost in the trenches.
Yeah, and we share the exact same opinion, Rashad, about your fear with Josh Allen. I feel like with this game, you know, I just said earlier, a few minutes, that this feels like now a Carolina Panthers team that could win any given Sunday. But I feel like what could happen is, with this game being close, that Josh Allen just starts to gash us as Mike Jackson and J.C. Horn, you know, been playing solid back there in our secondary. If they're not getting anything, that he might be like, it's getting second half. I need to do something for my team, put this team on my back, which he's absolutely not afraid to do at all. And then that could start to open up some things for them that were not open because of his legs by far for Josh Allen. So let's take a look.
Linebacker play is going to be very critical.
Okay.
Which makes me a little nervous.
We're going to look at the defense for the Carolina Panthers, who have been stepping it up. So Evero now has his total defense ranked number 7th for the Carolina Panthers.
Don't just breeze over that. That's very critical. 7th from 32 to 7.
Yeah.
Very good. Shout out to Evero.
Well, the time is where I'm breezing a little bit, but you're right.
I know.
Rushing defense 8th, passing defense 10th. And, Rashad, any other comments you want for the Carolina Panthers on defense?
Yeah, just look at the rushing defense, 8th, right, going up against the number 1 rushing offense. So it's going to be tough. Very, very tough. Very tough.
Hold on. I have to yell at Ashley really quickly. And let's see. Let's go over to the Buffalo Bills side. They are terrible. Oh, look at Ashley just knocking over my stuff. Now, we're trying to get some stuff together behind the scenes that you guys can't see. The rushing defense for the Buffalo Bills are 25th. But passing defense.
No, their rush defense is 31st.
Man, I'm getting old.
They are trash, which is why we need to take advantage of it. I envision 175, 200 yards on the ground for sure.
Okay. And then we got the passing defense for the Bills are 2nd. And the red zone percentage is 9th. No, you go ahead and comment. I was just trying to wave Ashley around.
I'm just watching the wind here. We got a little weather going on.
Yeah. So, but no, I think it's going to be tough defensive battle.
You probably can come over a little bit. Yep.
There we go.
And anything else you want to say about that piece?
No, that's it. That's all I got, man.
All right. So let's go and look at the standings for these teams overall. And
would you look at there?
Yeah, go ahead and talk about that for a split second.
The Carolina Panthers, 2nd in the division. Haven't been there in forever. We're in striking distance of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, ahead of the Atlanta Falcons. So this is really good. And shout out to the Saints. Trash.
It's just nice to see that, though, right?
Yeah.
We're so used to the last few years. It's been a struggle, but to be so close, I'll take it.
For sure.
She'll take it. So let me get back to the screen of what everybody's on here. Giving us a little room. So the voice that you just heard is none other than Ashley Stroline, who joins us each and every home game. She's going to join us for the last part where we go through some of the comments and talk about expectations for this game today, or what we may want to see out of it. But let's try to get to, I guess, maybe 2 questions, and then we'll go into that little wrap up. Ashley, how you doing today?
I'm good. We need some sunshine right here.
We do.
But I'll take it. We got sunshine back there. We got some beautiful football weather. I mean, I always say, we can never have too many nice things in Carolina, though, right? So Andy Dalton, it's your time to shine. You're here for a reason. You're the backup quarterback for a reason. So I'm curious. I'm a little anxious to see what it's going to be like. We just had the photo we tweeted out on Charlotte Vibe there of Bryce making a lap inside the stadium, just kind of looking up into the stands. Yeah, Patrick got that over to us. And so Bryce is out there in street clothes. He's making a lap, but officially inactive today. So he'll be cheering him on from the sidelines, and we'll see what Mr. Dalton has in store.
What else has Patrick gotten out for us today?
He has Andy Dalton smiling, warming up, feeling good about his moment. I did tweet you guys out to try and get some folks to tune into the show here. And, Andy embracing the moment, and Bryce going to have to sit this one out while he recovers from that ankle injury.
Being the great cheerleader that he is.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see if I can quickly find 2 comments out here to throw onto the screen for us to talk about.
I was going to say real quick while you bring that up, I will bring up the fact that we are getting Damian Lewis back. That's a huge thing, kind of glaze over that a little bit. But Damian Lewis is going to be great for this rushing offense. Corbett replaced him last week and was a little shaky up front. So not good to get Damian Lewis back again.
All right, I think it's going to be too hard for me to go through those comments in a few seconds. So let me just see what I got here today that maybe we can talk about. I need my glasses.
Turn the brightness up.
Right.
That's what we do in the press box. I'm like, Chris, what do you think about this? He's like, wait, hold on. Turn up the brightness for me.
Well, since it's thrills, we'll just go ahead and wrap it up since we got 5 minutes about this game today. I'll go first. What am I looking for? What are my thoughts for the game today? Again, I feel like this Carolina Panthers team is finally in a place where any given Sunday they could win a game, right? So let's see, what do we need to do to win today? So I feel like we got 2 teams that can run the ball pretty good on each side. So those 2 things kind of cancel themselves out. I know you're talking about Andy Dalton not being that big of a mobile guy, but I think what he makes up for that Bryce has to scramble because he's a shorter guy, right? Andy can stand tall in the pocket and see down the field and hit those lanes. So I feel like, and I feel like that's part of the reason why Andy typically has a longer yard per catch type of thing when he's passing. I don't know if I said that stat exactly correct, but you guys know what I'm trying to say with it, right? So Teteroa had I don't want to say a setback, right, because he's a rookie, but he had one of his lower games last week. So I feel like Teteroa being out there, XL being out there, Bryson Tremaine, I'm forgetting one other guy, Mitchell, that we just talked about, Coker.
There we go.
Yeah, I feel
Can't
like
forget about my guy, man.
I feel like with all these targets that we have, that we really didn't get a chance to see them all activate last week against the New York Jets. I like, and I'm optimistic about the tall red rifle standing back there, standing tall in the pocket. He got hit last week, wasn't mobile, right? But he took that hit pretty good, got right on up where you feel like a guy like Bryce Young, he would have to move him. He got that hit you'd be kind of worried about. So I'm kind of, as I talk about it, liking the Panthers to have a little bit more of the run game, especially if my guy Dave Canales manages these running backs a little differently. I'm hoping that he doesn't say, you get a series, you get a series.
It's the Oprah meme. Sorry, that's
yes,
what you just took me back to. Yes.
It is the Oprah meme that he lets the hot guy go.
Listen, I like the way Canales is handling the running back personally. But, again, I agree. I think there's going to be a different look of the offense. I think that Canales can do a little bit more things that he wants to do with Dalton back there, which makes me a little bit – I hate – because I know how our fan base is, right? Our fan base, as soon as they see Dalton playing good, they're going to be like, oh, why isn't he getting the start? You start to have these controversies that are completely unnecessary. We know Bryce Young is going to be the guy moving forward no matter what, no matter how Dalton plays. So I'm excited. No matter how Dalton plays, if we don't have 200 yards on the ground, then it doesn't matter because we're going to be tough. It's going to be tough to win without 200 yards on the ground. So we need to run the football between Rico and Chuba and make some stops on defense.
I'm laughing because I think I just deterred somebody from coming up behind you. I don't know how
Did
I
you
deterred
give him a mean look?
I
Stay back there.
Maybe
The Bills fans have been trying to make their cameo behind you guys today, but, sometimes it's a little kid and I can't be mean to them. I can't be like, get out of here. She's just like, go Bills, and you got to let her.
I think we may need to give you a taser because I feel like today
we needed some security.
Well, because you're a lady. I don't want you having to put hands on everybody, but if you just get the taser out,
just snap it. Like, don't even just let them know we have it. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, sure.
It was a lot going on today. You had the staff here.
There's a lot.
I thought that was the higher security.
Yeah,
and we got the firemen just parked behind us. But Stroline.
Yes.
What you like to see, your thoughts, whatever comments you want to have wrapping us up today about this game.
You guys made all the great points, and I just think, with Andy, as you said, he's a backup quarterback. He's a veteran. We know this is his job to step in when your starting QB1 is out. So we're not going to have this quarterback controversy if it goes well today or any of that. This is Bryce's team. It's his offense, all of that. So it's really Andy's time to step in and do the job he was hired to do here, and that's step in when Bryce is out with an injury. And I agree with you. Like, let's run the ball. It's worked so well for us. You've got two great running backs you can put out there. Let Rico have his moment. Let Chuba have his moment. And then, honestly, I'm excited to see how the defense follows up what they've been doing this season. I mean, last week, those were the bright spots for me against the Jets. It was the defense. It's Derek Brown. It's all those guys making plays. J.C. Horn, I mean, the one-handed catch was a beautiful thing, right, for the interception.
Incredible.
So I want to see how they follow up their performance as well. I know we're locked in on the offense because Bryce is out, but I love the D. And for so long, I feel like it's been – I think about so many good years and seasons that we've had here, and it was the Carolina Panthers defense, and last week really made me feel good about where that unit's headed as well.
So bonus question here, because they got, 6 sacks last week after they had 5 on the season. Do you feel like that's going to really continue with this Buffalo Bills offense, that we could do that?
I don't know, but it is exciting to see our young guys cook. Nick Gordon, Princely, it is amazing. This is what we wanted and what we needed. We haven't had a pass rush around here in a long time, a very long time. So it's good to see those guys develop and them not hit the panic button and go and sign the XYZ or trade for somebody. Let these young guys develop. So I don't know if we're going to get it consistently today. We'll see. This Bills offensive line is a little soft, but Josh Allen can stretch plays out and extend plays. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe 1 or 2 sacks, but certainly not 6.
I think that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Last week was a pretty special day, so I don't think we should think we're getting 6 every game.
Derek Brown with 2, JC with 2 interceptions. It was great to watch.
Yeah.
Hey, so we're going to wrap up the show. What we're going to do now is go inside the press box. He's going to go inside of his suite that he has set up as well.
No suite.
But here's what you could expect for the rest of the day. Ashley's going to go inside. She's going to be managing our Twitter and our social media throughout the day. So great photos from our photographer, Patrick Snyder. She'll be putting up immediately. Injury reports and statuses like that we get in the press box pretty quickly, so that'll be another reason to tune in. But we'll also be giving you our thoughts throughout the day. And then immediately, well, not immediately, but as close to immediately after the game as possible, about 30 minutes now, we're going to go live from the field. This guy will unfortunately not be with me, but we'll break down the press conferences from Coach Dave Canales, Bryce Young, stats from the games, photos inside the locker room, and then my analysis of the game. And then for Rashad, what is it? Is typically if they win, they lose. What's the flow?
It depends, man. Again, I'm human, so the emotions will be high. It depends on how the game ends, but I may or may not go live. I don't know. But as we close out, just want to say this. We are, what, 20,
please
25 likes?
When you speak, it happens.
25 likes from 200. So please hit that like button on the way out. Help the algorithm pick this up. Good content for sure.
550. So for Ashley, Stroline, Rashad, do I ever say your last name? I don't think we have to. But Rashad, one half of Panther Nation podcast. I'm Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe. Thank you guys so much for watching the best live pregame show ever.